Have you ever forced yourself to play a game you low-key don't want to that is incredibly boring, yet you still play it? Well, that's the case for Vanguard Season 2. Now, this season has been out for just a couple of days now, so this isn't a full-blown review, just more of an initial review, but I can easily say that, as I predicted, this season is below mid. Now, starting off with the bigger parts of the new update, the new multiplayer maps are incredibly mid and just not fun. The gameplay you're watching now is from Gondola, which reminds me of one of the maps from the Battlefield 5's campaign and Mob of the Dead, and really the two of them just came together and made one incredibly not fun map, just F tier status map. The map is a 3-lane map, but one of those lanes you can't do anything besides just snipe and get long shots, and you can't even like walk or get across it. It's literally just air, and all you can do is post it up in there. And then the mid lane is the same deal, just this time you could go up and down it while you couldn't in the other lane. And lastly, the far left lane is the only decent lane because you can go from each side of the map with bare minimum cover. The map though really just rewards people that sit back and don't move using long range weapons because of how horrible the map layout is. And if you were to push up, a lot of those times that you push up, chances are you're getting fried by someone already posted up that can see 99% of the map. Just overall not a good map at all. The other map though, Casablanca, which I think is how you say it, or however you say it, it is easily the better of the two maps. By a small margin though. The map takes place in Egypt, I believe, and is like a more compact desert siege. And again, it's a 3-lane map, just my main problem with the map is that all the places that you go, you have to be so worried about everything. There's just a lot of places that you have to be worried about, and there's just a lot of corners that you have to be worried about as well when going down the lane. There are just so many objects and corners that it's honestly hard to be able to see them all and be ready to challenge someone from anywhere. Overall though, there's really not too much to say about this map. It's really just the definition of a mid map and just not something I would go out of my way to play. So far though, the season isn't looking great. We were promised league play, just that got delayed because lo and behold, the mode isn't ready and has major issues that caused it to be delayed a couple of more days. Beta though, remember, so they obviously get past for the 3 months it took them to even just consider having ranked play in this game. That's it though, in the content department at least. We got our 2 DLC weapons that are of course good to get people to buy that battle pass, and we also got a Valentine themed content drops. If you look at the roadmap, it's actually kind of funny that multiplayer in Vanguard has the least amount of content out of everything that's getting content. There are only 6 new things, with 2 of them being later in the season in the form of a car and a new game mode that no one will care about. And that just leaves 4 new things on launch, but it's actually 3 because one of them got delayed, and getting deeper into it, it's actually only 2 because the Valentine stuff will eventually go away. So that's Vanguard Season 2. We got 2 new maps and delayed ranked mode. If you really want the content, go play Zombies or Warzone because that's where everything went to. Now, there were a lot of bug fixes, which is good because Lord knows the game needed it, but still, like every season it brought more bugs with the game that has to now be addressed. That being said though, the game still sucks. It's literally just season 1 but with less content and a little fewer bugs. It's not good. We waited and got the season delayed for 2 things that are both not good and a battle pass that is equally not good. The coolest thing in the battle pass is an all white skin you get at tier 100 that you can't even inspect properly because it shows the wrong skin when you inspect it, so you can only go off the image that you see on the battle pass, which only shows like half the skin. The best way I can also describe this new season though is simply disappointment. I just made a video about the most disappointing season in the COD franchise, and the only other season that rivals that season in pure assness is season 2 of Vanguard. It also doesn't help that I feel so much more slower this season than last. Last season I felt like I was moving at a decent pace with my LMG going for atomic, but now it feels just so incredibly slow to move around the map, and it's boring because I'm going half the speed of everyone else, and I'm losing half my gunfights because everyone's using SMGs bunny hopping around corners, ADSing and shooting before I can even stop running to put my gun up. Truly, the game is not fun and just has not gotten better over time. It's actually gotten worse, which is crazy. The game has no meaningful content and is still riddled with bugs that are new and bugs from launch almost 4 months ago. Literally a couple of hours after this new season came out, Sledgehammer had a thread on Twitter, a thread of bugs in the game that came with season 2. And once again, a thread of bugs, a whole list of all of the new bugs that they introduced with this new season. And honestly, I wouldn't mind this because I expected it with every COD game. There's always a stupid amount of bugs with new seasons, but The problem is that they delayed the season a couple weeks to make sure this doesn't happen. But after that little incident, Treyarch tweeted that rank play is also bug-ridden and needs to be delayed more. I just honestly can't stand this game that much anymore. We waited and got stuff delayed for C-tier content and enough content that you could count everything on one hand. When I said I forced myself to play this game in the beginning of the video, I wasn't lying. I spent 3 days forcing myself to play this game for some footage and just to get a feel for the new season, and it's truly one of the most boring and challenging things I've ever done. It also doesn't help with the skill base. No one's getting more than 40 kills in a domination match. Everyone's just camped up, just not moving, so it's making it even more boring. I just honestly don't see myself playing this game that much this season though, and we'll probably be doing other things. Maybe though, if we were just to get some decent content, this wouldn't be as big as an issue. Modern Warfare 19 and Cold War content drops look like godsend content when compared to Vanguard, and that's a problem. Overall though, Season 2 of Vanguard is simply put, ass. I can't stand this game much longer, and I'm starting to lose patience with Sledgehammer. They already lost my respect with this game, and it's going to take them a whole lot to gain that respect back. Let me know though what you do think of this new season in the comments, and if you like it or not. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure not to leave without leaving a like and subscribing for more. But until next time, see ya.